Here are two strings. The small one is a pattern. The long one is where we hunt. The question is some scramble of the pattern hiding inside as one unbroken stretch. The letters A and B in either order sit together right here. So the answer is yes. Checking every arrangement by hand is hopeless, but one sliding window settles it in a single pass. Let's pin it down. We return true if any rearrangement of the pattern appears in the text as one contiguous block, no gaps. Here, the pattern is AB, and the text hides BA. Same two letters, flipped order. That counts, so the answer is true. First, what is a permutation? It's just the same collection of letters in any order. For AB, there are only two, AB and BA. Notice the only thing that's fixed is which letters you have and how many of each. The order is free. That single observation is the whole key. So here's the obvious attack. Generate every permutation of the pattern, then search the text for each one as a substring. For AB, that's only two strings to look for. Spell them out, scan, done.
But the number of permutations explodes. 3 letters give 6, 5 give 120. 10 letters give over 3 million arrangements, and you'd search the text for every one. That's factorial work, the worst kind. We want a single sweep instead. Here's the flip the whole solution turns on. We never needed the arrangements. A stretch of text is a permutation of the pattern exactly when it holds the same letters in the same amounts. Same counts means it can be rearranged into the pattern. So stop comparing orderings and compare letter counts instead. And because a permutation has exactly the pattern's length, the window we slide is a fixed width, not growing, not shrinking, locked to the pattern's length. Here, that's 2. We glide that 2 wide window across the text, one step at a time, and check each landing spot.
Inside the window, we keep a tally of each letter, and beside it sits the pattern's tally, what we need. When the window slides one step, one letter leaves on the left and one enters on the right. So we adjust just 2 counts, never recount, then ask, do the tallies match? Comparing all 26 letters every step would be wasteful, so we keep one number, matches, the count of letters whose window tally already equals what we need. Each slide touches only 2 letters, so we nudge matches by hand. The instant it hits 26, every letter lines up, and we found a permutation. Let's run it. Pattern AB. So we need one A and one B. The 2 wide window starts at the left. EI, no. Slide. ID, no. Slide. DB. We have a B, but no A yet. Still not a match. Each step just drops one letter and adds the next. Slide once more. The D leaves and A enters, and now the window holds B and A, one of each. The window tally equals the pattern tally exactly. Matches hits 2 out of 2. That's a permutation of AB sitting in the text, so we return true on the spot. To see the other side, picture the text eidbaooo instead. The B sits here, the A way over there, never inside the same 2 wide window. So no landing spot ever balances the tallies. The window reaches the end and the answer is false. Counts are the whole story. Add up the cost. The window crosses the text once, and each step does constant work, 2 count tweaks and a glance at matches. So the time is linear, O of n. The tallies only ever hold 26 letters, so the memory is constant. Linear time, flat memory, no factorial in sight. Strip it to the shape you can reuse. Tally the pattern. Slide a fixed window of that width across the text, adding the entering letter and dropping the leaving one. Keep a matches counter so the check is instant. Learn that shape and a whole family of count matching problems falls to it. So the whole thing in one breath. A permutation is the same letters in any order, so compare counts, not arrangements. Slide a fixed width window across the text, and the moment its tally equals the patterns, you found one. The full walkthrough with code is waiting on Unrote.com, link in the description.